The historic and vibrant market town of Thetford was the former capital of East Anglia, with roads radiating in all directions, making it easily accessible. Following the dualling of the A11 from Barton Mills, it has become a natural gateway to Norfolk, with the airports of Norwich and Stansted less than an hour away. The fabric of the town itself is both ancient and modern, as the 12th century priory contrasts with a new cinema and restaurant complex beside the Little Ouse River. Once home to the American political activist Thomas Paine, the town of Thetford has a rich and diverse history, more recently as a town known for its manufacturing prowess and advanced supply chain retail logistics competencies, as well as many other successful businesses of all types in the centre of the Norwich-Cambridge Tech Corridor. Thetford has a vibrant and collaborative business community. With a good infrastructure, businesses collectively work hard to attract skilled personnel, as well as lead the way in training young people in conjunction with West Suffolk College and other educational establishments. Thetford has a good range of businesses, with a mix of industrial estates, town centre shopping and retail parks. Engineering and manufacturing attracts global players of considerable size. There are 18,700 hectares of forestry and multinational holiday centres on the doorstep, which makes Thetford an attractive visitor's choice for tourism, and hospitality recruits in high numbers.
It's just lots of opportunities here in Thetford. I mean, Norfolk, county we're based in, is one of the best counties in Britain.
Thetford's got loads of really well-established national and international businesses. The transport links, as I say, are excellent.
There's a lot of people that come here just because of the fact that it has interesting work opportunities.
Anybody coming into this area, I would say, go for it, because it is developing. The A11 has helped a lot. Tourism in Norfolk is growing. The figures show it through and through.
A couple of Cambridge graduates started the business, developed the process. Rapidly, the business outgrew the premises in Cambridge, so they needed to find a new site. The council has showed us the site here and also looked for housing for the employees. So there was a real desire to bring the company into Thetford so we could sort of, build a base in Thetford and grow over the next 50 odd years.
We moved to Thetford 8 years ago. We were closest to Norwich before, and the first appeal to us was the low cost of rates and rent. Since then, obviously, we've had a dual carriageway linking us from Thetford to Cambridge, so maybe it was good timing. We're very lucky.
Thetford has really sort of allowed us to grow and is giving us that infrastructure to, allow a business to prosper.
I think there's definitely opportunities for people in Thetford to get involved with different types of jobs. There's a lot of different organisations and companies in the area. We've got so many opportunities here, but also just the surrounding nature and all of those things make it a really nice place.
There's a lot of housing development going on in Thetford at the moment. I'm hoping to buy a house eventually. I would definitely kind of look in the area. My career prospects within Centurion are really exciting. There's so much development. The company's ever growing.
Very nice town, very quiet, rural, which I love. You have lots of things you can do on your free time.
Thetford is constantly expanding as it is at the moment. It's growing and it's getting bigger. There's so many different cultures around here as well. So wherever you come from, you'll feel welcome in Thetford.
Yeah, we get people come to work here from all over the world. We have such a scientific reputation that scientists want to work here.
I think there's a lot of benefits. There's a lot of investment going on, and there's great infrastructure and housing being built.
It's a great place to work, a great place to live. Also, within this area, there's quite a lot going on for young people.
So there's great leisure facilities here. I mean, we've got the Thetford Riverside development, you've got the cinema there. As well as leisure, you've got the forest just down the road. It's great.
We're bang smack in the middle of this Cambridge-Norwich Tech Corridor. So I think potentially that's quite attractive, because Thetford is a lower cost place to set up a business than Norwich or Cambridge. So I think we are, companies, it's quite attractive to set up here and use that pool of workers that are in and around this tech corridor that we can use.
So I think the other great thing about Thetford is the opportunity for people coming internationally.
Probably much like myself, you might realize I don't have the local accent. We are attracting and recruiting a lot of international people who will be able to shape and be part of a bigger community and really develop Thetford that way. And I think that's an exciting thing to be part of.
I'm hoping it's going to grow and become more vibrant. I think there's a lot of work that's being done that looks really promising. There's so many different community groups that are so vocal and so strongly outspoken and wanting to be the best town there is. So there's no doubt in my mind that they will make that happen.
It's got excellent transport links. We're right near Norwich, Cambridge. We're not far from London or Stansted. People travel a long way to visit us.
The diversity of cultures, ethnicities is huge.
I think Thetford is a potentially growing town. The house price is affordable. It's not far away from other very nice places like Cambridge, Norwich, but you can even go and visit London in one day. And life is not too stressful here.
Housing prices aren't what they're like, say, in Cambridge down the road or in London. You can still pick up a reasonably priced house. So in terms of getting staff to move here, it can look attractive from that perspective. I think the commercial premises are available, but you've also got a wealth of businesses in and around Thetford that are able to support your business coming into the area. And that's not available in all areas, particularly in a rural setting.
The council's funded some businesses well in the local area over the last few years. That's attracted international businesses from automotive to medical. That means that people have had good training, so staff is a key part of this area.
Thetford Business Forum is now 10 years old. We're nearly up to 100 members. Well, the forum started through the frustration of several local businessmen at the lack of priority given by the government to dual the A11. We recognised that not only is Thetford the gateway to Norfolk, by opening up that road we would be able to attract a lot more people into the whole of Norfolk, not just Thetford. The purpose of the Business Forum is about bringing businesses together, to meet, to socialise, to do business together, but most importantly to get behind the town and ensure that it's developed in such a way that it not only attracts inward investment, but it also is a good place for our staff to work and play. We've identified 8 sectors which are sector strengths for the town, have been for many years. Some of those are second, third generation family businesses. Others are big global companies who've come in and perhaps bought out some of the smaller businesses. So we've identified 8 key areas. Manufacturing and engineering is a huge strength and always has been. But then we have things like the high-tech creative industries coming through. We have a very strong pharmaceutical association with the area, doing some very serious stuff in that front, and obviously massive with agriculture, tourism and hospitality, due to the fact we've got beautiful surroundings here with Thetford Forest. Thetford Forest is literally 5 minutes up the road. If you follow this river, you will be in the most amazing place, and there's hundreds of thousands of acres of green space surrounding the town. You've got within that industries such as Centre Parks, Elvedon, Go Ape, another company which grew up from Thetford and is now nationwide. So playtime around here costs very little because it's all green and it's all outdoors. Great benefit for everybody's health, and a great place for families to socialise and enjoy the wonderful countryside which we've got here.
Well, we started in Thetford, and the growth of Thetford has given us that same base that we needed. The infrastructure that we have gives us the same reach into the Midlands and into the south. We've got great rail network, great road network, so we haven't felt a need to move further afield with our main office. This area serves everything we need. We're typically a company that will take people young, grow them into our business and grow them with us. We found that proved very successful in the past. But there's still a lot of growth potential for industry, more housing to come, more industrial areas to come. The land values are still very good, the cost of living is still very good. Networking to all of the big major cities is superb. Thetford has so much space, so many opportunities left. You can be into London within an hour and a half to 2 hours. you couldn't do that from sometimes the outskirts of London. We tend to get people into our industry young. They know the industry well, they grow with it. Like with a lot of industries, they're very niche. You understand certain elements of it. So to come in young and grow people is a great opportunity for us. I would say have a good look at all of Thetford. The town centre itself, the history involved, the forestry around it, the opportunity to live and to work in the same town is fantastic.
We've got a real passion for young people, work experience, and going on to apprenticeships, degrees. I've just been fortunate enough to be given an OBE for all the work that I've done over the years. The OBE that was for working with young people and apprenticeships. The young people that we got are just fantastic. A third of our workforce are either ex or current apprentices. I'm really proud of what they've gone into. We've got young people now, even at 19, who are still doing an apprenticeship, going abroad and putting machines in for us and everything like that, and the feedback from the customers is unbelievable. We've got quite a lot of migrant labour. We've got 17%, they're fantastic people. They might come in on a very menial job, but suddenly we find that they've got so many more skills, and lots of them have risen to, I can remember one who came to me as a cleaner and ended up being a coded welder within 18 months. About a year ago, I thought, we're not making migrant workers welcome. So I thought, well, what can I do? So we spoke to Charles Burrell and West Suffolk College, and now we're encouraging them to go and learn better English, and we're paying for that. If there are any ways that we can help you with paperwork, there is some new status coming in. If we can help them, we will. We're not just saying, well, you've got to sort it out. We will work alongside them.
For as long as I recall, there's always been a hard core of international manufacturing in Thetford, and over the years this has evolved, of course, and attracted others. So now when you walk around the industrial estates, there is value being added to all sorts of raw materials. These materials are many and varied. We have many specialisms in Thetford, anything from the woods and metals through to polymers, composites, resins, plastics, pharmaceuticals, and of course electronics. And it's these manufacturers that are the wealth creators in the town. It's these guys that are creating labour value that underpins the economy of Thetford. During the last 20 years, we've seen a new cluster form in Thetford, and that is some very advanced thinking around logistics. And by that I don't mean box shifting, third-party logistics. I'm talking about fourth-party logistics, reverse logistics, and what we now refer to as supply chain consolidation. So when you blend the manufacturing cluster and the logistics cluster together, we're saying to the world, send us your designs, we'll productionise them in conjunction with yourselves, we'll source all the components you need for that item, or we'll take those components and make the parts you need for your assembly line, or indeed we'll take those parts and manufacture the completed item. And with the fantastic road connectivity we have in Thetford, we'll be able to deliver them to your customers. So this is really saying that Thetford is investment ready now for this new age data economy. And as a young person, I would be very attracted to embark upon my career in that environment where the opportunities, frankly, are infinite.
Financial viability, because land is cheaper and houses are cheaper. Availability of staff through the expansion of the residential offering in the town, and then the connectivity coming from the dualling of the A11, but also Thetford with its historical status as the regional centre has got a very good road network, going out in all directions from the town.
Thetford provides us with the space to enable that growth. We own our own premises. The skill set that we've got locally is well trained. There's good funding from an engineering point of view.
We might be in Norfolk, but we're definitely not at the dead end of the country, I would say. We have got more links on the motorways, so it's easier to get to places.
There's a really good community in the town. I think that definitely transfers to the workplace.
It's the people that make a place. And the diversity of the people that we have working here is fantastic. You know, they all bring their own personal experiences, their cultures, all here, and contribute to what it is we do here. And that is a really valuable resource for any employer.
This area gives me and my family a very good quality of life. It's cosmopolitan, multicultural, it's got lots of open spaces, there's very little traffic, there's free parking in the town centre, so you can go about your shopping and not worry about getting a ticket, which is great, less stress. So if you're looking to relocate and looking at Norfolk or Suffolk, check out Thetford. It is up and coming and is a place to be in East Anglia.
I came back to Thetford after being abroad for a long time because I see the potential of this place.
Thumbs up to Thetford.